Lampu mati kan.
Udah ngomong sama Dandro?
Udah, belum ada respon, besok ngomong lagi.
Hah?
Belum ada respon, besok ngomong lagi.
WA. Baru ingat tadi katanya ini penjualnya pesan kontrol ya. Aja nanti kontrol.
Kamu
Sandi. Mana ini lagi? Daftar manual.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think we have a very exciting player, Peter, in the shape of Memphis. A very instinctive attacker whose playing style is often improvised and quite impulsive. Okay, he's been accused in the past of being a bit of a ball hugger, but that's gradually improving as his assist stats would back.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Chance, surely! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
That'll be a throw. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Memphis Depay. And here's Depay. And he stands tall, impenetrable. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
Inter are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp. Oh, that's ambitious. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Bale. Oh, face. He's gone for goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Rijkaard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Bale.
Inter kan ikan screenshot buktinya.
Hops for safety.
Takutnya dia.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless.
Dari dokter mah.
Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. That is good alertness. Adams. Rijkaard. Donatoni. He's having a hit! And that is going out for a goal kick.
Enggak, maksudnya dari drifternya kan ada jatuhnya tengok.
And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes? Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good. So we reach the halfway point and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. Strokes it back. He's a sharp hit. Oh, shooting chance! Big moment! Massive goal! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection. Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable. So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here. That has been cut short. Your impression so far, Jim? I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes. Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. Costa Curta. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Inter Milan finding them, and he's had a hit! Now that has posed a few awkward questions. Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Dapat gerak 100.000 dari dia. Kalau berhasil apa? Terus menunjuk.
Oh, good spread. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Adams. Rijkaard, who does have an assist to his name. And Donatoni. And this is Bale. Caught offside that time. As we head towards the end. That has not gone well. He's coming under serious pressure here. Yeah, has a shot! Oh, and that should have been two. Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Bale! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Inter Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Expectations and depth both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I see this guy, Romagnoli, as the latest in a line of fine Italian defenders, and he's very adept with his feet. This allows him to play, you know, all sorts of passes out from defence, but he also plays himself out of pressure and keeps everything moving. He's quite a cool character.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Bale has it in a wide position. Bale! They've got to be quick to recover this. Rijkaard. He's in a great position here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tries to play it through. Moslin in acres of space out wide. And it's Pacino looking here to... There's the header!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Good ball, good take. Looking tidy in possession here. Now it's Moslin. Isaacson has it out wide and in space. Now this could be a chance. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's a sharp pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Played out wide. Zanetti. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Baresi. Adams. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Aimed beyond the defence. Isaacson! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And Lazio score first! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Pacino. Now it's Moslin. And it's Basic. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's gone for a throw-in. Now it's Moslin. And it's Basic. Now it's Moslin. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Inter Milan still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Rijkaard. 60 minutes played. Tries to dink it through. Corner then.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
terakhir pula kan situ. Terakhir pula kan. Kita ketemu.
Donadoni with the short one. It's made its way. Shot, surely! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have done it! They have their equaliser! And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish. Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter. That has certainly made things interesting. Oh, he's been caught napping. This time, surely. Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete. Bale duly reached his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings. Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings. Inter Milan go into the lead. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Great ball if he can get there. Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. He's on it. Can he get away? It's Bale! Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Zanetti. Zanetti delivers. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now. Isaacson receives it in a wide position. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's been intercepted. He read that Oh, they could be caught out here. Just the keeper to shoot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Any thoughts on the goal? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
And if you do have a chance,
Inter Milan can celebrate now.
Minyaknya dapat juga harga 33 diskon goceng. Gulanya normal.
Cimelik baru Cilenik.
Bawang ayam, kacang hijau, strawberry, coklat.
Anak.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not be that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring show here. The supporters in great voice And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Well, Peter, it's a... Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. Zanetti. Kaka. Donatoni. And the return pass. Goes for the shot! Oh, good steal. He just read it.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Donatoni with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's a goal kick. Tries to pass it through. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Lazio are looking to go forward now. Now it's Kaka. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! One-on-one! Zanetti. And it's played forward. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. For a moment you thought that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Kaka. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Threads one in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Raul. Lazio trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adams. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Kaka. Great vision. Baresi. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Substitution for Lazio.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Number 8.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Number 10.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Number 24.
Can he get it through? Floated through. And he welcomes it in. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there.
And Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Donatoni. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Good read, needed to be. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Nicely runs. He's got away. He's one-on-one, surely! Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Pusing nggak?
Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a shot! And still, we await the first breakthrough. There's a sharp little ball here. Rodri. Inter Milan finding their passes. And this is Bale. Knocks it into space. That's headed upfield. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. Rummenigge. And he's managed to get free. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's come to nothing. Donatoni. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That has ended up in no man's land. Ambitious ball here. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. And he's heaved it away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And this is Ronaldinho. He's circled. Shot! Surely!
Oh, block.
Save the best for last! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Lap. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides...
Apa nih? Siap.
Ntar aja keluarnya malam.
Males neng.
Hah?
Jangan lagi nusul kayak gini, orang kerja besok keluar malam. Don gimana dong desa. Doni desa.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're underway. Stuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Giving the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
A very example of a centre forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
There's the clearance. Oh, good-looking ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. This is their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Messi, and this is from Mario. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Bale.
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. He's going to have his name taken. Donatoni ready to try one. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Donatoni! Brilliant save. It was certainly dipping.
Oh, that was stunning. He judged that beautifully.
Other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Adam. Oh, what a mistake! Not the most convincing of passes. Rijkaard. And it's Bale. Great vision. Good ball over the top. Batistuta is firing after that one. Good ball, good take.
Cerezo Osaka clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Passing is crisp and sharp. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's found a way past. Donatoni. And they're quick to get it back.
There will be 1 minute and
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goes for goal! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. Inter Milan failed to cap it in stoppage time, so we are as we were. So, breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now this could be a chance. And it's made its way. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. In he goes again. Referee has just said play on. Romario.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Shot, surely! They've done it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Looking for options, for movement. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
And Dyke is the guilty party there. And he has taken a Tim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's Rijkaard. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Great chance!
Oh, terrific save from the keeper. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well timed, excellent interception. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Bale, can he get on the end of this? Now that goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 3, Klaus Beckenbauer. Substitution.
He's had it nicked away. 75 minutes played. Nicely weighted ball. It's a threatening ball.
Cerezo Osaka really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Torres. Floated through. That's ruffled a few feathers. That could spell trouble. A lot of space ahead of him. And this is Bale. And that is masterful defending. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bale. And this is Bale.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, that's superb.
Messi.
And it's Ribery. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the only goal. The noise is just about reaching here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score? Drive! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ball driven towards the far post. Deftly away. Here comes another. And the shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
And this is Bale. And he's decided to go for it.
Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
It's Park Ji-sung. And here's Torres. And this is Batistuta. White. Beckenbauer. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So we're still where we started right now. Now Costa Curta. Looking to play him in.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And they've got rid. White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Rijkaard. Zanetti. Rijkaard. Zanetti. Rijkaard. Zanetti. Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Modric plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Kashiwa Risol, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And this is Torres. Little pass back. It's White. Park Ji-sung. And Park Ji-sung! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Keeper's dealt with that. Costa Curta. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Kashiwa Risol score first.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Modric, Fernando Torres. The referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Batistuta.
So off we go once more.
Fabi Alonso.
Well, at think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change. Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. He's on it. Can he get away? Cruyff. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Fernando Torres. That's an imaginative pass. Beckenbauer is there, and he can get that clear. Inter Milan still trailing by one. Oh, what a fail! And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. That was superb goalkeeping. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. Up he goes! Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Rijkaard. Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. He's had a shot! Opisum. Now it's Stoichkov. Now it's Torres. He's got away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Your impression so far, Jim? Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. And that's going to be a booking. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, red, nice interception. No question, this is the man you want to get. Oh, what a climb! Oh, terrific save from the keeper. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Half an hour gone in the second half. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Inter Milan must do something here, and very quickly. Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was... Big chance! They've scored! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. There was to be only one outcome. Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't. All square again into the dying minutes. It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing. Fernando Torres. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective.
Well, what a scene we have. Real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Brazil.
Well, the stage is set for a showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fella, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Zanetti. It's a searching pass. There's the shot! They scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, look, let me tell you that when you're receiving a ball from behind, when you're on the move like that, can be very tricky to negotiate. But technically, I think he got that right, and the finish was beautifully composed.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Rodri. Now it's come to nothing. Inter Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession, and a goal to the good. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's having a go!
Oh, nice. Just not quite. Yet certainly could have been something so much more.
Baresi picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Donatoni. Changes him with that pass. Van Dijk cuts it out. Almost half an hour in now. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Inter are clearly playing a pacing game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards. Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Bale. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Hazard threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. Bale might just make this. That's a good run down the left.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's headed upfield. Oh, no joy this time. There's the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Inter Milan are going to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Inter Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. It's run loose here. Hazard conjures time and space where few can, and is being shifted off it. Baresi. Zanetti. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And he was quick to react. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And that could set him on his way. And this is Bale. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got a... Oh, shooting chance! That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Guardiol. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fiore, and the finish! In he goes again! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Substitution for Inter, number 17.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 22.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Fernando Torres.
Nicely shaped ball.
Number 9.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Substitutions taking place.
It's a promising position. Referee's given a throw. Crossed in once more. Climbs up big. Oh, it's fallen loose again. Goal, Brazil! And the comeback is complete. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. Brazil can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rijkaard. And Tomori. And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately... what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Now Stefano Fiori, Jim, he was a key player for the Azzurri, was he not?
Yeah, he's always been a very accomplished playmaker, Peter, and a good mixture of creativity.
Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, that's well spotted. Donatoni. That's really well manoeuvred. He's in a great position here. Goes for goal! Oh, there's a probing ball. Good chance here! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now it's Darwin. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Bale. Oh, he's just misjudged that one.
Oh, good read. He read that really well and stopped it.
Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. That's good vision. Oh, can he finish? Goal! Inter! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's no...
He's had a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
That is ended up in no man's land. Here's a sharp little ball here. Danger averted for now. And that's been won straight back. We've got to be quick to recover this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Neatly clipped into space. Shot a goal! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now he's got space here. And that'll be the last act of the first half. To review the first half.
Inter certainly can feel out how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. To keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Inter Milan are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Chance, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he is just ripping it up! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you...
Chance! It's a goal! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Donatoni. Bale. Good ball. Chance for a shot! He scores! And they are cruising away.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Inter Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. No, he's not getting past him there. Kukcu. Donatoni. Inter Milan finding their passes.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That has not gone well. Donatoni. Can he latch onto this? He is just caressing the ball. And it's Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kukcu. And he's picked out the run. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
That's just playing it safe and simple. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got a... He's got tall! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Now it's Darwin. He's free, he has got... And the shot! And yes, it's there! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So is this the start of a comeback? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Donatoni, Zanetti.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Oh, well measured. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to... It's a mighty effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Rijkaard. It's a lovely, neat pass. And that's it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was highly desired, but most... football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the Lions, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
In Paul's goals, we have a player who can pull all the strings in midfield, one of England's best ever.
So unsung, but utterly appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, simply a master of passing, Peter. His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time makes him such a clever and hugely capable danger in this team.
He's in plenty of space here. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great... Oh, given away! Now the ball in. Albert Ferrer getting this one quick. Donadoni! Denied by an instinctive save.
Donadoni really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And here's Haaland. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Knocks it back.
Well, to be honest, I think I would have done that too.
Now it's Donadoni. He's picked his way through. He's going for goal! Oh, well played, well sorted out. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Real chance! Goal! Inter! And that really is so impressive. So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And here's Haaland, Çalhanoğlu, Guardiol. Now it's Bale. Nice looking ball. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Knocks it out wide. And he lines up a cross. And it's hoisted clear. It's Saka! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Hoisted in. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Now he's got space here. That looks a good ball through. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Haaland. Spread it left. He's found a way through. Vaya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Played into space. That has not gone well. As well as the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Inter Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. Inter Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. He perfectly measured that. That's an excellent interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much.
I think has a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? There could be trouble here. Scholes is always scanning the pitch for target. And there's the shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, now this is some substitution. Almost surreal, you've got to feel.
Well, we're all delighted to see him, but we're not quite sure how he feels about not starting this.
So nearly the perfect ball. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Skims one in. James. Haaland.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he welcomes it in. Scholes gets through on his own. Shot at goal! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rijkaard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, he's found support out wide. Smartly reclaimed.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has ended up in no man's land. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now who's going to be first to this?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Good ball, good take. Lampard. It's run loose here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically.